friends are the family you choose. Family for Love Gerson Florine has not been a constant that he could rely on.
What has been a constant is his desire to stitch together a business that would have a lasting impact. 207's Beth McAvoy has his story.
Love Gerson, who goes by LG, has had his fair share of trials to overcome.
I didn't grow up with my father. It was only my mom. She played both parental roles to me and my 3 other siblings, and I was the youngest, of course. So by the time I got to high school, my siblings already left the house. Entering into high school, me and my mom, we parted ways.
LG's mother returned to her native Haiti, leaving him to live with one of her friends.
I didn't want to be with her friend. I wanted to be with either my mom or my siblings. A lot of people didn't really know anything about what was going on outside of school, because I didn't come to school just to broadcast my problems, because at the end of the day, I always felt like everybody had their own problems to attend to.
After going from couch to couch of siblings and friends, LG met Dimitri.
At this point, I didn't know where I was going to stay. And, I finally opened up to him about everything, and his family took me in, and they looked out for me as a family would. When I look back at it, it's important to have, your parents are supposed to show you the ropes and prepare you to be an adult. I didn't really get to experience too much of childhood because I had to focus on figuring out what was next.
What was next for LG? He hoped it would be college.
Going to college was ideal. It was the goal. Of course, there were times where it was just I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
With the opportunity to play basketball for the Terriers, LG followed Dimitri to Thomas College and got to work. Playing ball, taking classes, doing an internship, and working 30 hours a week.
While I was working security overnight, I had nothing but time to think about what I would like to do, and also coming to glimpse of basketball may not be long-term for me. So I had to also figure out besides basketball, what are some things I actually enjoy in life. And that's when the whole idea started to come together of starting the clothing line.
The idea came to him, and just like he's used to doing on the court,
I took it and ran.
He borrowed inspiration from his own name, Love Gerson.
With everything going on in the world, of course, we need love from one another. That could solve a lot of the problems.
Stitching his past experiences of hardship together to inspire his business called Love Exists.
Love Exists, it really comes from the whole idea that we all go through things in our life. We all go through trials and tribulations where we may feel alone, we may feel abandoned. And I just want to spread that message that you're never truly alone.
A lot of people come to me for entrepreneurship and they're seeking money. And LG immediately came and he said, I've got a mission and I have a purpose and I want to have an impact.
For the last 2 years, Mike DeGay has been working with LG on his clothing line.
So LG on a personal level is a highly compassionate individual. He has a real level of intuition that I've really never seen in anyone his age, and quite honestly, people many years his senior. As he tried to figure out really kind of who he was, not necessarily just what he wanted to do.
DeGay says LG takes suggestions well and experiments with how to get his name out into a crowded marketplace.
And this is going out today.
Okay. Yes, I'd be happy to help you with that.
That's all I have for you today. There's been people that, the moment they heard about, oh, I wanted to do a clothing line or start a business, that just emailed me to kind of connect me with different other people that could, I could sit down and talk to and help me grow.
But LG, with really, what he would probably tell you was a very little support system around him. His direct family just couldn't come up with that sort of level of support that he needed. And he was able to craft it with close friends, mentors, coaches, and actually business people in the community, to what I really would say to you has developed, I think, the most robust network I've seen with a student in a long, long time.
All of his pieces are made in the U.S. and embroidered by a local woman. Even his friends support his brand because it looks good, but also because of the man behind it.
I kind of see him as a big brother, kind of. If you ever need anything, he's one you can look to. He's very knowledgeable. You can always come to him about anything, talk to him about anything. So I'm happy for him because he's always been into fashion. So I'm happy for him. He finally got his outlet and he create his own brand.
LG is using clothing as a platform to spread a message close to his heart.
If I really put my mind to it and really, commit to that sacrifice to achieve what I want to achieve, like I can do it. Like I done proved it to myself that it's whatever I put my mind to, it's attainable.
Beth McAvoy with that story, and that's